When I spoke to you from the Bima last year at this time, my daughter Haley had just made Aliyah to Israel. She was living on a kibbutz near Gaza and preparing for service in the Israeli army. As of this writing, she is completing officer's course at a base in the Negev, although she is currently in quarantine in Netanya due to an outbreak of coronavirus at her base. I haven't seen her in person since January, but we talk on WhatsApp all the time. I am desperately hoping to visit her next month after I get permission from the embassy and I quarantine in Israel for 2 weeks. But plans are up in the air because of COVID-19. What a difference a year makes. The world has changed in ways that we have all experienced firsthand. So many are unemployed or ill or passed away. We don't go anywhere without our masks, and sometimes we don't go anywhere at all. We Zoom and Zoom some more with our bad haircuts and the athleisure wear that we ordered from Amazon. We worry about contagion on college campuses and nursing homes and schools and daycares. We do more home cooking and we meet new neighbors while walking in the streets near our homes. And we are reminded of all the things that we once took for granted and the blessings that we have. In all of this tumult, there are some things in Israel that have not changed and some that continue to astonish us. In Israel, brilliant minds in life sciences and biotech remain hard at work inventing hundreds of responses to coronavirus. Israeli politics are still in turmoil, notwithstanding the coalition government that was formed a few months ago. IsraAid has been sending assistance for coronavirus efforts in Italy and China, for hurricane relief in the Bahamas, and for earthquake relief in Puerto Rico. The Jewish state is making alliances with countries that were previously enemies. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. In the middle of all this, Israel and the UAE have normalized diplomatic relations, and other nations are following suit. And then there are the only in Israel experiences that I marvel at all the time. From Haley's window in quarantine, she hears Shabbat music playing in the street every Friday. She gets a note from the quarantine facility to poke her head out of the window at a given time to welcome Shabbat together with everyone else on her side of the building. She reaches her hand outside her door to get the El Al-style breakfast that has been left for her and sees another soldier reaching his hand outside for his meal, and they strike up a friendship. In her quarantine room are many items with the logo of the Friends of the Israel Defense Forces, a reminder that people are looking out for her and are grateful for her service. This is Israel, our Jewish homeland and our spiritual home, imperfect to be sure, but always striving to be a light unto the nations. It is our responsibility as Jews to strengthen the Jewish state, and we can do this by purchasing an Israel bond. Early Zionists caused the desert to bloom, and modern Israelis built a high-speed rail link from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, all made possible by Israel bonds. More than $45 billion has been invested in Israel bonds to date, supporting every aspect of the economy. This year, proceeds from Israel bonds will be dedicated to supporting Israel in dealing with the impact of the pandemic on Israel's economy and planning for post-pandemic recovery. Your investment in Israel makes a difference. I wish for you and your families a year of happiness, prosperity, and most of all, good health. Shana Tova.